What is up YouTube, Jamie the Kid 00 here, coming to you guys with a brand new recording of what I'm hoping is going to be a few good duels with Neptabyss Mermail. I'm actually going to be I've thrown together a second build that I wanted to experiment with, and I'm just going to dive straight on into Dueling Network. I haven't even tried the list, so we're going to see if it's any good or if it's absolute garbage. We'll see what happens. Just making sure everything's all good with the microphone before we dive in, and let us begin. I'm only going to be playing singles. I haven't built a side deck. I usually don't design my side decks for quite some time. Opening our 2 Gauzes is kind of sad. We limits our water monsters. Also seeing the 1 Lind making our Sphere dead is kind of painful. And I'm getting real tired of seeing all of these Tellarknight players. I'm really not enjoying playing against the deck recently. So, getting real tired of this. But it is what it is. So he's going to be opening up with Unukalai. More than likely sending a Deneb to grave. Are we going to see a Skybridge turn 1 though? That is going to be the question. So the Deneb does come out of the deck. Skybridge would really hurt me here. Because then he's going to have a turn 1 Rafflesia. There's the Skybridge. He has the play. So Skybridge comes out. Back in he goes. And we're going to see a Altair come out of the deck to summon the Deneb back. Get a search. Or maybe even an... Oh, that's my phone. So we're going to see that come down. That's always fun. The Deneb comes out, of course. Sorry about that. I had to reply to a message. So we haven't really got very far. Deneb's done a search. Altair Deneb sitting on board. Are we going to see that Rafflesia turn 1 that we all know, we fear? I really don't want to see the Rafflesia, but... I suppose this hand wasn't going to go off anyway, so... Oh, we're not going to see the... Wait, maybe we're not even going to see the Rafflesia. Just going to see a set 3 pass. Okay, so we're going to go with the Upstart Goblin here. Drawing into a Neptabyss. Always good, but I feel it'd be a bit premature to play it right now. I almost want to set my Lind and pass, but I feel like that'd be pretty poor. At the same time, I really kind of like the idea of going aggressive with it. So let's give that a go. So let's summon that Lind. See if we bait that Bottomless that's out there. It is. So the Bottomless is going to hit us. I'm going to see the Lind go and we're going to pass turn. Like, we can't really do much else. The Gauzes are really crippling our hand here. So Bottomless comes out. Maybe setting the Lind may have been better, but he could have just gone straight into a Dweller and killed over it. We wouldn't have been any further along. So another Altair hits board. He doesn't actually get to summon anything from grave. A little wasteful in my opinion, but it is what it is. He's going to stack 3 and special summon Deltaros from the deck. Well, from the extra deck. Deltaros is going to stick us for 25. I feel like committing Gauze to the board just because it baits a detach and then we can at least collide. It is difficult. So, why not? Let's take the 25 and use the Gauze. After all, we've got 2 of them. He's going to more than likely detach to kill my actual Gauze in his main phase 2. Leave him with a 2500 token that we can then just kind of use to go somewhere with. So we've got a 2500 token. Now we draw the Maxi after our opponent's done all their special summoning shenanigans, which is definitely not that nice, but, well, it's going to happen eventually. So we're going to summon the Neptabyss. Effective Neptabyss. We're going to drop... I feel like the Dragoons, to pick the Dragoons is always the good play. So if we go Dragoons... To get Dragoons... and then effective the Goons in grave. To get... I'm tempted to get the Megalo. I feel like we have to. Because that's actually going to put us at 2 waters. 3 if I contribute off the Neptabyss on board. The unfortunate thing is I have to use this Gund with that effect, which I don't like to do, but it is what it is. Effective Megalo. Ditching this guy and this guy. Bell Trap. Which I'm assuming is going to be 8. So we're going to special summon Megalo. Effective Megalo and Dragoons. Seeking out... Where you at, boy? Well, the sphere's dead, so we've got to take the scale. And the Dragoons is going to get us... Oh, I'm tempted to go with another copy of Neptabyss so we can get more plays going, but at the same time, it's not that huge now. But the rest of the Atlanteans are pretty subpar, so if we just search a Neptabyss, that works for me. 3 waters in grave. We can bring back a Dragoons, so if we go F Megalo, tribute this guy. So F Neptabyss, special summoning back a Dragoons. I'm tempted to put in defense just in case he's got like a blowout mirror, but at the same time everyone's playing Storming over normal mirror, so maybe we'll be alright. Activate this scale on Megalo. So we're stopping spells, but the traps are still an issue. I really don't want to get blown out by Mirror Force, but at the same time this dies to the Deltaros anyway. Battle phase. Attack. Here it comes. There it is. And I'm just going to pick up there. Like, my hand is abysmal. We'll just go... Oh, we'll go right into the next one there. That kind of hurt. That really kind of hurt. But, oh well. It is what it is. Second. Anadante. Right, this hand is interesting. I kind of want them to go off turn 1 so I can use this Maxi to at least trade it for a card. Because we're at one water for Megalo. So we're going to see a discard of Ronin Toad into Special Summon Swap Frog. Definitely not ideal for us because it's an inherent Special Summon. It doesn't activate an effect. That's okay. So discarded Ronin Toad in. Special Swap. Swap is going to send... I'm reluctant to drop the Maxi because all he has to do is stop, which I don't want because he's already going to have a good enough grave, so I'm probably just going to let him stack his grave here, and then the moment he triggers a Ronin, use the Maxi, because then at least I have a guaranteed draw. Mathematician. Mathematician hits board. Effect is okay. No issue there with that. So, sending the Treeborn Frog to grave. Sets a back row. Intriguing. 2 back row. Unheard of. And doesn't bounce the swap. Okay. Very intriguing now. Let's go Upstart Goblin. Let's give them some free life points. Always very charitable in this game. Then let's normal summon Atlantean Marksman. I kind of want to get greedy and go for a Nepta. Okay. So it's going to miss Bottomless and things like that. I'm kind of confused as to what these back rows might be. I feel like there might be a Threatening Roar or something like that waiting for me. So if we attack into this, we succeed. Effective Marksman. We're doing it, boys. We're doing it. Special summon in that Neptabyss. Main phase 2. Oh, hang on. No, we're not getting that Neptabyss. He's going to actually warning the Marksman, which is kind of sad. But, oh well. I shouldn't have really played so fast as well. I could possibly shark after the selection, but I shouldn't have played as fast as I did, so we'll let him have a go. So we're not going to be seeing the Treeborn Frog jumping out of the graveyard just yet. We're just going to be seeing that Mathematician keep its position, sticking us for 1,500 life points, and more than likely setting this card and passing back to us. No, next turn. Maxi in hand. Otherwise, hand is fairly poor. Sadly. I find myself in a position where I really do just have to pass. These hand traps are really quite hurting us at the moment. Almost getting tempted to discard that Moulin Glacier with the Megalo just to get plays, but it would be a -2 because the Gund isn't even going to get an effect either. So take another 15 to face off of that math. Next turn, Salvage. Also a card which is pretty poor in this situation because it's only going to be able to... It has to have 2 targets in grave, so we can't actually use it. So I'm tempted to set the Gund just to actually give us targets to then re-salvage. And it also puts us under card count so we don't have to start discarding at the end of our turn. Ah, well. Move is 1. Is the Mathematician just going to continue to be this aggro stick that we've seen for the entire game? Probably. Come on, Math. Where you going? Okay, so we're going to see an enemy controller come out which he can't actually do because I don't have a face-up card. So the enemy controller is going to flip face down again. That's good. I don't understand why you would set an enemy controller in this deck, simply because you just hold it until your Treeborn Frogs are jumping out of grave, and then you use it in the standby phase to abuse Treeborn Frog, but each to their own. So we're going to see Monarch Stormforth come down, and then a Vanity's Fiend follows it. That is horrible for us. Absolutely horrible. So we're going to go 15... Oh no, 24 first. 24 and then 15. We have to draw an Neptabyss here. We 100% have to draw an Neptabyss or it is over. Next turn. Dragoons. Not Neptabyss, but I feel as though we can at least still use that to try and attack, even though he will more than likely just econ and then attack with his Vanity's Fiend either way. But we have to at least give it a go. So we're going to normal summon that Dragoons. Enter into the battle phase. Attempt to attack his Mathematician. He will enemy controller our Dragoons to defense mode. No, he will not. So at least we have a chance. A chance if he doesn't draw a monster, we can possibly not lose. I'm going to set this and set this as bluff back rows, and I'm going to pass. That's all I can do. Enemy controller comes out. Our Dragoons is changed to defense. And he can't summon his own Treeborn Frogs because of V-Fiend. You can't. Vanity's Fiend. So I'm hoping maybe he doesn't have a monster to normal summon. He doesn't. He's going to just go into the battle phase and attack over my Dragoons, giving us one more turn to draw that vital Neptabyss. Is it going to be there? Is it going to be the draw of destiny that brings us back into the game, or are we going to a game 3, 0-2 down? I really don't want to be, but it's not looking promising. There's the Neptabyss. Neptabyss off the top. Thank you so much, game. Let's activate that. Let's normal summon that Neptabyss. Effective Neptabyss. Let's get sending. So Neptabyss is going to send us a copy of Atlantean Heavy Infantry to the graveyard to search us out a copy of Atlantean Dragoons. Effective Infantry. Target this. Excellent. We can actually go to... Oh, we can bring ourselves very, very close to a good push here. Really, really close. So he's on 63. He's probably got some form of battle stopper here. But we can bring ourselves very close to gaming them. Especially considering we can possibly Moulin. If we go... I think I have to be cheeky, though, and not use the effect of Neptabyss if I tribute it. So we're going to salvage to pick up the Gund and the Marksman. They're relatively irrelevant because we're just going to be using them to summon that Megalo again. So we're going to use effect sending Dragoons and Marksman to the graveyard to special summon the Megalo. Effect Dragoons and Megalo. So we're going to be searching an Abyss Scale of the Mizuchi, and we're also going to be searching a card for Dragoons. I think, honestly, here, for the Dragoons, we're going to build up a contingency play and search a second copy of Abyss Megalo. We'll then use effect Megalo on our Neptabyss to attack twice, putting 5 water monsters in the graveyard, therefore special summoning our Moulin Glacier to the board. The effect of Moulin Glacier is activated. Are we going to rip 2 vital cards from our opponent's hand? So let's go with this one. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? And this one. So these 2 here. Light and Darkness Dragon is hit. And Caius, the Mega Monarch, is hit. We don't hit any battle stoppers. That is quite upsetting. So activate Mizuchi on Megalo. And let's try for that game push. So we're going to go in for 28 first. Does the Battle Vader come down? Does the Swift Scarecrow come down? 2800 is typed. Damage is dealt. Attack for 3200 points. And attack for the second 3200 points for what I'm sincerely hoping is the game shot. No! Gauze comes down. No. And here we are put in a predicament where we honestly have to crash the Megalo into this token just so that we're put in a position where the Gauze isn't going to beat over our Moulin. Sorry, the Gauze token isn't going to beat over our Moulin. So if we attack into this token with the Megalo, let them both go down in flames. That is incredibly awkward. We are now just going to have to pass turn to the opponent. Although I am going to maxi on Treeborn. On Treeborn, ditching that maxi, drawing a card, Atlantean Heavy Infantry, putting us at 2 waters in hand. We have a Megalo turned on. We are ready to go again. We've always got this instant fusion waiting in the wings just in case we need to make a good push and put ourselves to 100 life points, because that's how we live out here on Jamie the Kid 00. That's how we live. Come on, boys. Where are we going with this? Gauze, Treeborn Frog, 1 unknown in hand. Next turn, immediately pass to me. So here we can actually get pretty inventive. We can actually make a rank 7 play, because we're going to go effect of Megalo. Ditching this infantry and this Gund to special summon it. If infantry, Gund, and Megalo. Getting pure value out of these cards now, boys. Dropping the infantry on this Gauze, and our opponent is just going to immediately admit defeat, as we were going to go into a big rank 7 play. So I'm going to give him the GG, and we're going to go into the next game 1-1. Let's see if we can make this a half-hour video, maybe 16 minutes. See if we can get a sharp one in. Maybe call it 4 minutes. Go for 20 minutes. We'll see what happens. There's a little edit I need to do as well, so we might actually cut this down. Ready up. So we're going to see Rock going up against the Crimson Sunbird. So the Rock is going to win it. We are going to go second. Love going second with this deck. Wouldn't have it any other way, because we want to use those maxis turn 1, and then we want to smash face turn 2. Just saying. So we draw the maxi in the opening. Is it going to be dead, or is it going to be live? Let's see how aggressive our opponent is feeling. Oh, it's never a good sign. Set, pass. Talk all this aggressive talk, and then I just get met with a set, pass. Come on, guy. I'm tempted to just get a bit of information, going with Neptabyss to pop this, and then search Dragoons to hand. I think I'll actually go with that. Okay. Effective Neptabyss. Is it going to stick? I'd like it to stick. I'd really quite like it to stick, but our opponent is having a little contemplate. Summon, okay. Effective Neptabyss. Cost is paid. So here I'm actually just going to... I mean, I should have really paid the cost first. So I'm actually just going to drop the Marksman first, then search... Oh no, I don't get to search. So if I drop... Oh, we'll drop Dragoons here. F Dragoons. Getting a copy of Infantry to our hand. At least that way I don't feel like I'm cheating him as much. Here I feel like I just go aggressive now with Megalo dropping the Lind Infantry. I don't get the search, but I get the push. So if I go F Megalo, dropping this and this, moving him into the monster zone. Okay, so that's absolutely fine. F Megalo to tribute the Neptabyss. Oh, although we can make a rank 4 play first. Yes. So if we go instant fusion, take 1,000, go Norden. Effective Norden is going to bring us back the Dragoons. We're then going to overlay the 2 of them into... I'm tempted to go Dweller. I feel like Dweller's really good here. So if we go into Dweller, effective Dweller, detaching the Dragoons, effective Dragoons, searching us out a... Why is that? It only negates your cards. So Dweller is going to be adding Let's get Megalo here. So, well, the Dragoons is going to be adding the Megalo, and then effect of my Megalo on board is going to sack off this Neptabyss. Effect of Neptabyss, getting us our Dragoons back. And do we actually go full aggressive here? Like, we can push for game. Let's just go activate the salvage. Getting back the infantry. Yeah, the infantry and the guy. He's just going to GG his away. There we go. So we're up 1. Let's go into another one. That was really quick, actually. 20 minutes? Yeah. We're keeping this cap at maybe a half-hour tops. So let's try one more game. 2-1. Maybe we'll end 2-2. Maybe we'll end 3-1. But I've been having a bit of fun with this video so far. So let's give it one more crack. So let's ready up. Scissors. Maybe... Paper Beat says, are you going to let me go second, though, friend? Are you going to let me go second? So he's going to give me the first. I don't want to go first. Really don't like going first. But let's see what it gives us. So we have a Teus, Dragoons. That's not bad. I'm tempted to put the Teus on board just to give us a protection. Let me think. Let's upstart. Let's explore our options. So Megalo is added. I can Teus, sending the Dragoons to search Neptabyss. And then search the Pike, so I've got a level 4 online. Gund plays are nice, because then I can do that, and that. Yeah, let's go with the Teus effect. Sending the Dragoons to graveyard. Effective Teus and Dragoons. So Teus will search us the Pike we play for the rank 4 plays. Wherever he is, the 1 Pike. And then the Dragoons will search us a Neptabyss, the Atlantean Prince. Then I honestly believe I am just going to pass turn with that. That's all I really need from that play. Just need a body on board to make sure we don't get slapped for cheap damage. And I just dropped my phone. Excellent. Really hope that's not broken. We're good. Use cases, guys. Just put that there. So, we're going to see Dynamis Charge. When this card is activated, add a Dynamis monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, if a Dynamis card is added from the field to your extra deck, add one of those cards to your hand. Okay. Never played against Dynamis, don't know what they do, so this should be interesting. They do look really cool, though. Their artwork's pretty damn good. So, Dynamis Charge comes down. Dynamis Brachion is added to hand. The beta. Still not big enough to kill over our Mermail Abyss Teus, though, which is always what I want to see. So he's going to special summon the Brachion by its own effect because he doesn't control another Brachion in his monster zone. He's then going to special summon a Ceratops. And he's going to have a rank 5 play ready off the bat. So Deskbot 1 comes down. Because these are all machines, he's going to be able to gain 500 attack for each one on board. He's going to synchro them away into a level 6 synchro. Is it going to be Duloran? Can he make Duloran? I'm not sure. Does it have to be a water tuner as well? It doesn't have to be a water tuner, so you can actually make Duloran, recycle these 2 cards, pumping it to 3,000 and attack over my Neptabyss. Just a thought. But he's going to use the Pendulum Monster effect to take control of my Neptabyss. Sorry, my Teus. That's pretty powerful. Charge is going to add the monster back to his hand. He's going to take my Teus, switch it to attack mode, and all this is going to get ugly for us real fast. So we're going to get stuck for 17, 23, and 21, putting us down to 1900, turn 1. That's a pretty strong play from my opponent. Dynamis definitely coming out of the gate strong. It's a good advert for him, really. Setting a back row as well, making our life even more difficult than he already has. 2 back row even. This is just running away from us now. Is it going to be a third? No. So next turn, right, at least we can bait the back row by sending a marksman with Teus. That's something we can definitely do here. So if we use the effect of Teus, sending marksman to the graveyard, moving him into the monster zone. No, the Vanity's Emptiness comes out. So on the new chain, marksman will trigger. This card. And the Valley's Emptiness will be destroyed. So we can just try again. I'm kind of confused by that play, but to each their own. So we have 2 water monsters in grave already. We can go for a Neptabyss play that would be pretty cool, maybe even resulting in a Moulin Glacier sweep. So let's go with Neptabyss. Effective Neptabyss. Sending Dragoons to the graveyard, wherever he's gone. Sending Dragoons to search a Heavy Infantry. And then the effective Dragoons will trigger to give me a copy of Moulin Glacier. So we're at 3. Then if we go... Ooh, we can go Megalo, or we can go... No, let's go Teus. Effective Teus. To grave with you. Infantry. Effective Infantry. And Teus. Infantry is going to destroy... do we feel like going for game? No, we don't have the game shot. So if we go infantry on that, Teus on... I feel like picking up another Gund for prosperity later on would be good. So we'll pick up Gund. Then we're going to go... how many are we at? 4. Let's go effect. To grave, to grave, to monster zone. Effect of Gund and Megalo. So, Gund is going to special summon Pike, and Megalo is going to special summon is going to search my deck for a copy of Abyss Scale of the Mizuchi. We're now sitting pretty at 5 water monsters in graveyard, so of course the mighty Moulin Glacier, the Elemental Lord, is going to come down. Effective Moulin is going to rip his cards out of his hand. Of course, the Brachion that we saw earlier on. Then the effective Megalo will activate. Sending the Neptabyss. Effective Neptabyss is going to get us back our Dragoons. And then we will overlay these into our mighty Abyss Dweller. Activate Abyss Scale of the Mizuchi on Megalo. These cards don't have any effects when they hit graveyard, so we don't really need to worry about actually activating the Dweller. So if we're going to go in, let's go in hard. So the Megalo is going to attack into the Metaphys Horus. Metaphys Horus is going to die in a blaze, 900 life points dealt. Megalo then attacks over the Ceratops for even further damage, dealing 1100 damage. We're then going to attack with our Moulin Glacier over his Abystius. Well, my Abystius. Another 1100 dealt, minus the 500 of Dweller. Minus 500 for Dweller on each attack because he has neglected to actually subtract that damage. 200. There we go. Main phase 2. I feel as though making a Gaios here would be very, very strong. We don't need to really worry about the attack of the Moulin because we will have game with the 2 monsters on board anyway. So let's go into Gaios for a bit of negation, and then we'll pass turn there. Oopsie. We got a little bit carried away. Hardly use equip spells nowadays. And we are going to win that. So guys, we're going to finish this off 3-1. Pretty happy with that. Hope you guys have all enjoyed this. Please leave me a like if you did. Give me some feedback on the list, which is now right in front of you. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and you want to see more of the same of this. And comment down below with any feedback you may happen to have. I've been Jamie the Kid 00. You've been a lovely audience. And I'll see you guys next time with some more Yu-Gi-Oh related content. Peace out. Bye-bye.